So we are here again. You must be knowing that since almost last 15 years, Sri Prakash School is celebrating World Photography Day without any break. Okay? So this year also we are going to conduct a contest. We have given very easy subjects this time. So what are those subjects? I will just give you few examples. So for junior there are two sections, flowers and life at the beach. Okay? And for senior two sections, that is street photography and historical places. Okay? So I will show you few examples and tell you how to take them, because how many of you have DSLR or mirrorless camera, or who are going to use a big camera, a compact camera? So hardly half a dozen. Rest everybody is going to take with mobile phone only? Okay, I will give you tips accordingly. Okay. For junior category we have two sections, one is flower photography and one is life at a beach. Okay. So what is flower photography? We must know what to take. Flower photography, yes, taking picture of flowers is flower photography. You have to see and select that this particular flower from which angle I should take, then it will come better. There are few flowers which look better from back, lower side, from back side, few flowers from top side, from few flowers laterally. So depending upon the flower and its best angle, you have to decide from which angle you have to take the flower. I will show you some examples like this. This is this kind of picture without any attachment, without any extra attachment. You can easily take this kind of close-up with your mobile phone also, with your DSLR also. This kind of picture you can easily take, but see that there is no background disturbance, background is harmonious, and the flower stands out in the background as solitary flower and it looks good. So this kind of picture can be taken with mobile phone also and with your DSLR also. Yeah, this is also with your mobile phone without any special attachment you can take, and very regular flower available everywhere. It is not necessarily that you have to go and take picture of exotic flowers or very special flowers. Even you go to roadside also, we have got very small microscopic beautiful flowers. When you go, because we don't go close and see, those microscopic flowers are so beautiful, they photograph so beautifully that you will be amazed to see when you go close up or take picture with a macro lens or with a close up attachment. The circular arrangement, you see inside the flower also, the arrangement of petals are in circular fashion and all the three flowers are again arranged in a circular fashion. So it is an interesting flower photograph. And such pictures can be sold for calendar, it can be sold for greeting cards, it can be made greeting cards and sent, paintings can be done. Still close-up of the same flower also gives you interesting abstract pictures. See, so these are, you just observe, the background is not disturbing in the picture. So how is it possible? Everywhere you don't get a clean background. So what you can do when you go for flower photography, you can carry a handkerchief or a towel of different color, green or means red or dark black, and you can put it behind the flower and take. Otherwise maybe the background will be disturbing and the flower will not be clearly visible. With a macro lens, automatically background is out of focus. But in cell phone, when you take with mobile phone, background will be clearly visible. You cannot throw it out of focus, because when you go so close, you cannot use the portrait mode of mobile phone. So background will be sharp and distracting. So make sure that background is not distracting, then only the flower photograph will look interesting. It is extreme close-up. extreme close-up of the center area of a flower. You see that picture was only of that small area. So for going that close, you need a close-up attachment, either a close-up lens or a macro lens. Yeah, this flower also abundantly available everywhere. If you can get a bee along with it, you have to be patient. The bee has to come, sit on it, and you have to take picture. This picture looks good because light is coming from back side. So backlight always enhances the transparency of the petals, texture of the flower. You can see this feathery texture of the leaf and the flower is very clearly visible because of the backlight. So try to use backlight while taking flower photographs. Rose. Rose has a very big importance in our life. We think it is an exotic and very beautiful flower. But rose is not photogenic in every stage. Rose, once it is fully open, picture doesn't come out well. Rose comes out well only when we take close-up in the budding stage. Only we get nice picture of rose. So you have understood flower photography? Okay. So we will now go to life at beach. So life at beach is a very expensive subject, means a very wide subject. Right from tourists coming to the beach or fishermen fishing in the beach, life of a fisherman or activities of tourists on the beach or beach road makes life at beach. So it is not life of a fisherman or it is not life of a tourist. It is life at beach. So any activities in beach, people playing or sunrise, boats, fishermen fishing, anything connected with beach comes under beach photography. So even this also comes under beach photography. So life at beach we are going to see. So early morning the life at a beach starts. Fishermen just when the sun rises or before sunrise, they take their net, they get ready, go to their boat to start fishing. Okay? You see, this man is about to throw his net to catch fish. So, sun just at sunrise time, the life starts on beach. Next. You see, I think in this light you are not able to see, but you can see he is throwing a net. That same fisherman. Now, you will see, you can ask me, during sunrise how I got a blue color. Sunrise is generally orange color or yellow color. How we got a blue color? By changing the white balance setting in our camera, we can change the color. Even if it was not orange, we can create orange color. Even if it was not blue, we can create blue color depending upon our wish. So now this doesn't look like a early morning picture. This looks like a midday picture, even if it is taken early in the morning, by changing the white balance setting in the camera. Bhimlipatnam beach, children are playing. So this is also life at beach. Next. These are regular activity, but these are not so interesting pictures. These are ordinary pictures, but this also comes under life at beach. Try to create something more interesting, like this. When the fishermen are returning with this is their catch. This is full of fishes. They have just returned after fishing. So this is also life at beach. They are going to sail. So this is also the moment they have catch means their fishing is over. They are returning. So it is not only fishermen, even people doing yoga or playing in the beach, also life at beach. There are many parks where we have these equipments. People do exercise in the morning. Jogging at the beach. You can be more creative. On the beach, somebody has taken liquor and thrown the bottle. It is the bottle lighting and the patterns on the sand makes it interesting. Like this, a small piece of coral on the beach, receding waves makes it interesting. So go for such interesting pictures. People will be selling shells and conches in beach. This is also life at beach. Yeah, you will, now you will say there is no beach visible, but this may come, may not come in beach photography. Okay, but for seniors, this picture will come under street photography. This is again life of in a fisherman's family. Yes, even if sea is not visible, this is also life at the beach. These are boats in Visakhapatnam near coastal battery. They make these boats. They somebody. This will also come under street photography and also comes under life at beach. This is Bhimlipatnam. Yeah, this is called juxtaposition in photography. What is juxtaposition? Like the foreground shows the poverty or means a fisherman's life, whereas in the background there was a posh building. So rich people are staying in the background and poor people versus rich people. This is called juxtaposition in photography. Child making a boat with thermocol. You can see this man has problem with his legs, so he is undergoing a therapeutic, a treatment. This is his crutch. So with some ointment applied on his limb and buried in sand, means a kind of treatment this man is undergoing. Early morning with a lot of haze, someday like today it was very humid, you get such atmospheric pictures. You see, friendship. The man is taking the load of two of his friends. Okay? So, after all this, now this ends the junior section, that is flower photography and beach photography. Any question from juniors?
Sir, do we have to take single photo or multiple photo of flowers?
Can you take a single photo or multiple? Nobody takes one photo. You go to one place, you will not come. You will not return with taking one photo. So you will take, wherever you are taking, take multiple photo from different angles. So maybe the first picture you took may not be the best angle. When you move around the subject, you will find that other angles are better. So wherever you, nowadays it is not film photography that you have to load a film and waste money. So we are not spending money by taking more number of pictures. So take more pictures wherever it is, so that when you come back, you can choose the best from that. Because in every section you can submit only 4 pictures.
Sir, can we take a group of flowers?
A group of flowers, if it is only flowers, it is not an arrangement of flowers, but it should not look like an arrangement of flower photography. It should look like very small tiny flowers, microscopic, they are in a bunch, so you can take. So when we talk about historical places of Visakhapatnam, grossly or generally we come across 2 types of historical places. One is colonial heritage buildings and places, and second is Buddhism. And third, miscellaneous type like old temples like our Simhachalam and few places like churches, Simhachalam. So these are the kind of historical places we have in Visakhapatnam. There is one more historical places is Red Hills, red sand dunes. So which is neither colonial nor Buddhist site, but it is also historical places. So when we see go to a historical places, try to find the best angle Here with your mobile phone you can take beautiful pictures. Many pictures are taken with mobile phone, and this is the colonial heritage places of Visakhapatnam. One Mr. Jayashree Hatangadi, she conducts heritage walk. She takes to all these 10 places and she explains the history connected with every place. So you can see Town Hall Lane, Kurupam Market. Of course, Kurupam Market, that gate is already broken. Old European cemetery, Queen's Victoria Pavilion, all this you will see pictures. I will be showing you. You can create interesting picture there. Old picture of Town Hall. Means it used to be like this. Now it is totally changed. Sorry, it is not Town Hall. This is old municipal building on the beach road. Background you can see the church in the background. So earlier our beach road was like this. Now it has totally changed. Yeah, Saint Aloysius School used to be right on the beach those days, earlier. But now of course you will not get these pictures. You see, this is taken in 1908. That means around 120 years back. Our Vizag beach was like this. But this building was there even then. So these are all historical places. Now St. Aloysius building is something like this. The church used to be like this, the hilltop church. Now it has totally changed. Now the church is something like this from this angle. From that angle you will see the other places. So these are all, this is that municipal area, our beach road this is also same time 1900, before 1910. So the road was, this was the road, beach road, and buildings were like that. Now it has totally changed. So you will not get this picture, just for you to understand why these buildings are historical, because it used to be like this. And lot of history, lot of means freedom fighters' life, lot of history is involved with all these buildings. Now this was like this 15 years back. Now they have changed the shape, they have repaired it under conservation, and the shape has changed. So these are all Buddhist. The earlier picture will come as a historical places, earlier picture, but this picture will not come under historical places, because this is only a small piece of rock or a small piece of that whole monument. It has fallen outside and it is close up of a small piece. So this will not come under historical places. Visakhapatnam, for your information, is the only place where a church, a temple and a mosque are neighbors, close to each other, and they are there since almost 500-600, more than 1,000 years. We had so much of harmony in Visakhapatnam. This is a symbol of harmony. All three worship places close to each other. This will not come under history, because it is not history, so it is something new. So this will not come under historical place. I was talking about red sand dunes or Erramatti Dibbalu. So he is our chairman of INTAC. We conduct road shows. We take people for them to understand what is Erramatti Dibbalu under INTAC, and he is explaining about Erramatti. Now you will see some more pictures of Erramatti Dibbalu. Sand dunes. Yeah, the sand dunes are like the million of years old, like the Grand Canyon in USA. These are million of years old. It is a big history. This is same town hall. It was before conservation. It was like this. This is a very, very important building for Vizag. Yeah, this cemetery in one town area, a very interesting. Means 1690, the first Britishers. This is Dutch cemetery. So they were buried here. Very old burials were there. This is Gadi Raju. So it is not a historical place. Okay? Even if it looks like that, that picture will not be accepted. Yeah, Simhachalam. Simhachalam is a very old temple, 800 years old, more than 1000 years old temple. This comes under historical temple. Yeah, this is the night view of same Simhachalam. Earlier one was the day view. Yeah, this is the same, our mosque. That mosque is also very old. This is the lighthouse in one town area. So this is defunct now, only used as a monument. This is again St. Aloysius School. This is collectorate, taken with the help of a drone. Our collectorate building, this is also a historical building. This is Bora Caves. Again, this is also very, very million of years old. So this is also a historical place. Red sand dunes. The Bojanakonda. So all these Buddhists, we have 5, 6, Babikonda, Pavarlulukonda, Bojankonda, Totalkonda, all of them comes under historical places. This is from inside view of Bojankonda. This is the temple on the hill at Bhimlipatnam. So you have understood historical places? Okay, so we will go to the, you see, when you go to historical places, you will find details. You see in that European cemetery from 1699 to 1833, there are cemeteries there. So it is so old, means almost 400 years old. That is why it is a historical place. So we will go to the next section. Yeah, street photography. Very, very exhaustive. Whatever you take, whatever activities you take while walking on a road comes under street photography. Whenever you are walking, whatever you see interesting comes under street photography. Very exhaustive. But right from morning to evening you can take pictures any time. Very interesting picture of activity. Please go to the first photograph. You see, this is Visakhapatnam walls are also painted everywhere. So see some interesting people activities in front of it and you will get nice pictures. Yeah, when you go to a market you will see when they are arriving with vegetables or utensils and other things to sell, you get vehicles loaded with people and material, you get good pictures. You see, this is when means the photographers, they go on a photo tour, photo walk. Suddenly they saw somebody dead there. So all the photographers are doing street photography there. So a dead man. So fisherwoman on the street. Yeah, you see, a woman is feeding her own child and a small goat also. Yes, this also comes under street photography. Life on the street. You see, what is it? Can you understand what it is? Yeah, a barber is shaving the head or cutting hair. This is the head of the barber. And his head is bending down and being shaved. Okay. So, award-winning picture. If you can get an angle like this. You will find early morning in Vizag, best area for street photography is one town area. Every lane is full of activities. All these pictures are taken with a mobile phone. Even this comes under street photography. Yeah, so you are saying no, shell we can keep on the beach and take. This comes under beach photography also, it comes under street photography also. This vendors selling different item on street, life of people on the street. You see the beggars getting ready before their day starts. It is the interesting painting color on the wall and same color motorcycle. Corona days. Abandoned vehicles so colorfully painted on the street side. This is not painted so colorfully, but old vehicle on the roadside. Yes, this is another barber, his shop on the footpath. A salesperson. Yeah, you may get this kind of picture now. Vehicles running through water. Yeah, even fishing harbor. You see, in the earlier picture, they are selling lamps and other items made up of mitti, earth, and that is a close-up. Next picture is a close-up of one of the stall. Close-up of that bell they sell. People, even painters, of course, in Vizag there is very few. Gambling on the street. Even besides the street, you will find some interesting temples like this. Can you imagine? This is also an award-winning picture. On the street. If you want to be creative, in one town area, you will find many rusted doors. The shops are not opened since decades. They are decaying like this. And this also comes under street photography. These doors. Trees growing on buildings on the street side also comes under street photography. A brick kiln, child labor. So now you see a simple image, the kind of reaction created or generated from you. So the pictures, whichever picture is generating this kind of response are wow pictures. They are more interesting pictures. Yes, love of a mother. She is getting drenched, but the child should not get wet. Painters on the street. You say a cycle repair shop beside the street. This was taken in Vietnam. He makes these masks, huge mask he makes. You see, after puja we throw our idols like that on the street side. On historical places and street photography. Any senior have any question?
Sir, which kind of setting can we give the brightness of the camera?
In the camera? You are in senior section? Yeah, senior section for historical places and street photography. We need the whole thing in focus. In flower photography, we are throwing the background and part of flower out of focus. But in street photography, the activities on the street has to be visible. So we get more area in focus when we use a small aperture. It is difficult to throw things out of focus. Everything will be in sharp focus. If you are using a SLR, use 8, 11 or 16 as the aperture and accordingly set your shutter speed so that everything is sharp. You have understood everything? So we will look forward to good pictures? Yes. Very easy. Means only historical places you have to go out on Sundays and holidays. People who are staying near one town area, even early morning and after going from school also you can shoot. Okay?
Sir, your journey and artistic vision have truly inspired us. Thank you so much for your tips on photography, and we will make sure to implement these techniques. I would like to thank our director, sir, for giving us this opportunity to know more about photography. Also, I thank all our student participations and teachers for their energy and enthusiasm. Thank you one and all. Have a nice day.